Hello, welcome back to this pod. My name is Dr. Arzoo Chhabra and I have a PhD in organic chemistry. I'm also an organic chemistry tutor and a mindset coach for college students. So what we're going to be talking about today is very close to my heart actually, because I've been a student for like about 10 years, right? I've lived a student life for 10 years. And when I incorporated this one tip in my life, my productivity and my focus just got boosted and I was able to meet my goals much faster. And this tip is the art of actually being more intentional. The art of being more intentional. So what does that really mean when I say more intentional? If you really think about the word intentional, right, or intention, the word is made of intent plus ION, right? So what that really means is that think about what is the purpose, what is the intent of carrying out a specific task or action. Why are you carrying out a specific task or action? What is the purpose behind that? What is the effect that you're trying to produce through that certain action or that task, right? So for example, if you are studying for let's say 2 hours, you really want to think about what is the effect that I want to produce through learning this material. For example, what am I actually aiming for through this studying session? For example, you could be thinking, okay, I'm aiming for a 4.0 if I actually learn this material better, right? That could be your intent, that I want to get a 4.0, okay? And then the other thing that you could also be having as an intent besides just the result, right, is that, oh, actually, I want to learn programming language, whatever. I want to learn how the chemicals are actually reacting with one another when I'm learning organic chemistry, right? So the intent is the process of decoding the things that we do not still know, that we still are in the process of figuring it out, right? So that is the intent, okay? And then let's now actually think about who actually uses this technique of being intentional. All the athletes, all the entrepreneurs are already using these techniques to become more successful. It's not something that I created today. It's a technique that a lot of people are already using in their everyday lives. Okay, so now let's actually think about, if you want to become more intentional today, what can you do? What can you incorporate in your life to just become more intentional, right? So here are some of the journaling prompts that you can use to become more intentional. First, what is the effect that I'm trying to produce through this task? Which we already talked about, right? What is the effect that I'm trying to produce through this task? Number 2, if I arrived at my goal, if I reached my goal, how would that change my life? Or how would I feel when I have gotten the 4.0, if I've learned how to make an application through computer science, if I've learned whatever I needed to learn, what or how will my life change? Now you really want to think about with an expanded vision. You really want to expand your vision and think, okay, if I actually have a 4.0 consistently in 4 years, I would actually have an easier time getting into med school. If I actually have an internship experience in the lab, if I have a first author paper or a publication, it will be easier for me to get into a really good school in grad school. If I actually have a really good GPA, it would feel so much easier to go into a professional career. Like it would feel easier. I would feel more confident in going for getting a professional degree, right? So now thinking about how actually getting the score you want, right? And would actually affect all the other areas of your life. You would probably be eligible for a lot more scholarships if you have a good GPA, right? And so now you want to expand and think about all the doors that are going to open for you if you actually got that result. So what we are really doing here is we're actually connecting to the future version of you, which actually has gotten the result, which has actually become that version of you that you need to become right now to have the effect, to have your goals met, right? So you would feel more confident, you would feel more competitive, you'd feel you would be a lot more disciplined. So now what you want to do is you want to bring all those qualities of a person who got those results in your now. So we're not waiting to get the result, but we're actually creating consciously that result right now. And what I'm already hearing is, okay, what if I am disciplined? What if I am intentional? What if I have more self-control? What if I am more focused and I still don't get my results? So my answer to that is, how many times have people truly tried to have something and they never got it, and they never did? And the answer is 0% of the time. If you actually truly intentionally from the bottom of your heart try to have something, then you can have it and you can get it. Let's think about what are some of the activities that you can incorporate in your everyday life to actually get the result you want. So one of the great activity is to actually try visualization, to actually try to visualize the result and see yourself getting the result already, and connect with the emotion of having the result met, of having your goal met. That's the whole point of connecting your emotion, your thoughts, and your actions. That's like the whole journey to becoming more intentional. And if you actually think that you like this video and you want more journaling prompts for your everyday life and to feel more connected to your inner self, watch this video, journal in your quiet time, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, keep watching and keep growing. Bye now.